There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to this Wednesday, November 16th edition of Good Morning Vail. We're excited to spend our morning with you. This is a live shot of Lion's Head. First thing, you can see a little bit of snow on the ground, snow still on the roofs. I hope you're doing your snow dance like I am to continue to bring this precipitation our way, only because I love to get out there and enjoy all of the new snow. Now, Vail Mountain opened some new terrain yesterday. You can follow them on social media, see exactly what they opened up, but they opened up some new terrain and it looked absolutely perfect to get out there. It was like knee-deep snow on those first tracks runs for that new terrain yesterday. I'm your in-studio host today, Maddie Evans, and we've got a great show in store for you as we've got a lot taking place for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. Some great national holidays to celebrate today. It's National Button Day, so if you have anything with some nice buttons on it, maybe highlight those a little bit extra today. It's also a National Fast Food Day, so if you love chicken nuggets like I love chicken nuggets, today's a good day to celebrate and get yourself some chicken nuggets. It's also National Farm City Week. So if you know someone who's from a farm city or someone who still lives in a farm city, know that they should appreciate their home a little bit harder this week. We are 7 days away from Beaver Creek Mountain opening. Vail Mountain is already open. We've got a great show for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. Like I said, we're going to be chatting about all the great things taking place in the community. We're going to be talking to one of the head coaches from the Vail Mountain School, and they are state champions right now. They just won the big tournament, and so we're going to give you all the information on that in just a little bit. We've got a wonderful Paralympic skier coming in, Sarah Will, who has had the opportunity to win 12 medals throughout her ski career, and she's going to give us some more information on what her career was like and all the excitement that took place with it. Then we've got Chris Bavona from Ski Town All-Stars coming in, and I'm not going to say too much, but I think he's got something really exciting coming with him if you're into touring on your skis. Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast, because we are expecting a little bit more precipitation to roll in. 12 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 26. We are expecting some moisture throughout the course of this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies, 20% chance of snowfalls, winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today, which is going to make that 26 degrees feel just a little bit cooler than it actually is. And now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see quite a bit of cloud coverage taking place first thing this morning, slowly dissipating, partly cloudy skies from 12 to 4 p.m. and then mostly cloudy skies as we approach this evening. Now as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in the Front Range, slightly warmer, 39 degrees, a little bit more sunshine in Denver, 26 in Vail, 29 in Avon, 32 in Eagle. So temperatures kind of cooling down a little bit. We do have a nice low pressure system sitting above us, bringing us these cooler temperatures and those increased chances of precipitation. 7 degrees is our overnight low, partly cloudy skies as we approach this evening. Now that sun is going down just a little bit earlier. 4:51 p.m. is when we're expecting to see that sun set. Winds coming out of the west continuing overnight tonight at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, tomorrow, 40% chance of snow, temperatures still cooling down into the 20s, high 20s, 29 degrees tomorrow. 26 on Friday, 50% chance of moisture, but then a high pressure system making its way in over the weekend. On Saturday and Sunday and Monday, we are expecting to see that sunshine come out, but look at those overnight lows dropping down quite a bit. So just make sure that if you are taking your dogs out, you're not keeping them outside too long, only because it gets nice and chilly very quickly. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you have any winter sports needs, they're your one-stop shop, and they're located right here in the heart of Avon. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
Here you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're going to talk about all of the great things taking place in and around our community right now. Now, the first thing that we want to talk about is Restaurant Week, and that's taking place between Vail and Beaver Creek. If you have not started participating yet, well, this is a great way to get out there and enjoy some of the incredible restaurants that we have here in our community. So you can see it up on the screen right now. You can click on Learn More. It'll take you to the full website, giving you all the great deals that you can get your hands on right now. So specials are starting at $20.22. A lot of places are doing things like appetizers and drink combos or little like perfectly plated dishes. Last night I went to El Segundo, which is one of my favorite restaurants here in our community. It's 2 tacos and a house margarita for $20.22, which is a great deal. So make sure that you go online, you check it all out, and then you just go enjoy some of the delicious food here in our community. And not only is it taking place in Vail, there are some restaurants here in Avon that are participating, and then we've got restaurants up in Beaver Creek. So if you're interested in maybe trying some new restaurants like Stoke and Rye here in Avon, they're also participating, and you can go online to see exactly what offers they have for you. Now, this is just a great way to expand your culinary horizons and try some of these fabulous restaurants. Something else we want to talk about, if you're looking for a great way to get your belly laugh on, well then tomorrow in Vail, you can go enjoy the Vail Comedy Show. And this is something that everyone knows, everyone loves, only because there's no better way to cure any kind of maybe sadness than just getting your giggles on. And so Ben Bryant, I've heard, is absolutely hilarious. He has been on things like CBS and Conan and HBO and Comedy Central and NBC. So he's very funny, very entertaining, and one of the people that you're going to want to go see. Now, they're going to do this throughout the winter pretty sporadically, so make sure that you mark your calendars as they're coming through, and that way you can just go enjoy some fabulous comedy, because like I said, there's no better way to cure anything than just laughing. Something else taking place this weekend is the 43rd annual Sportsmanship Tournament. So if you like hockey, you like little kids on ice, and you like watching some very good players teach some kids how to be on ice, well then this is the event for you. So make sure that you go check it out. Or if you have a kid at home who's interested in learning how to play hockey and maybe getting involved in the fabulous hockey community we have here, this is a great way to start start to introduce them. And this is one of the best parts about our community, is we're so opening and welcoming to get you in the know for things like getting your kids out there on the ice. So make sure you check it out. Now, Vail has some great things that are going on now that the mountain is finally open. Obviously, you can get out there, you can enjoy skiing and snowboarding, and you should buy your pass right now before the pass prices go up on November 20th. So your days are limited to get your hands on that ski pass. But things like Reveille Vail just kicked off, and this is a really family-friendly activity where everyone can kind of get out there and enjoy a lot of the fun activities that Vail is bringing to life. And so Reveille brings things like a silent disco and ice shows and just a lot of things to get the family out there and participating. And so you can see right now that there are Vail Village concerts, and then the silent discos are kicking off. And if you've never done a silent disco and you have the courage to dance like no one's watching, then this is a great way to do it. So make sure that you check it out. And then, of course, you can just see the full lineup of activities as we kick off winter and we slowly start to approach that holiday season, especially as we're going to get close to that Kris Kringle market. And that's one of those great activities that takes place with Reveille Vail. Now let's shift gears a little bit, make our way up to Beaver Creek and talk about some of the great things that are taking place up there. We're only a week away from Beaver Creek Mountain opening, which means that we are currently 1 week away from Restaurant Week coming to an end. So you need to get out there and participate in it right now while you still can. But on Beaver Creek's opening day, they have the world's greatest chocolate chip cookie competition. So it's important that you get up there, you ski, you get those fresh tracks up on Beaver Creek Mountain, but then you get your hands on some delicious chocolate chip cookies. You can win some prizes. You can just participate in all of the fun. So make sure you make your way over there and check that out. We are so close to it being open. Now, something else we want to quickly mention is KZYR right now is doing an absolutely incredible fundraiser to help bring turkeys to people in need this holiday season. And so you can go online and you can donate a virtual turkey, or you can just go to their website and get all of the great information on exactly how you can participate, where you can deliver turkeys, and be part of the community. Now, if you're looking for some other great volunteer opportunities as we approach the holiday season, make sure that you check out the Salvation Army, because they always have a lot going on over there, and you can really help out by just giving a couple hours of your time. You can help a lot of the families here in our community, which I think is really important and a great way to give back. So make sure that you check that out. Now, we are going to introduce you to the TV8 Visitors Bureau right now, because holiday shopping is right around the corner, and I have not even started. And so a great place to get started on holiday shopping is the outlets at Silverthorne. So let's take you over to the TV8 Visitors Bureau right now. If you're making your way over to the outlets at Silverthorne, well then this is your TV8 Visitors Bureau to get you in the know as you're making your way over here to enjoy all of the fabulous villages, from red to blue to green. There's somewhere for everyone to shop and enjoy. Whether you're looking to update your wardrobe, or maybe you want some Bath and Body Works, you want some things for your home, they've got Williams, Sonoma. There are so many great options here at the outlets at Silverthorne. Now, if you're looking to be a little bit more sports oriented instead of a little more clothing oriented, which is what I like to come over here and shop for, well, our sports director Blake O'Rulian has some great information for coming over here for all of your sports needs. Let's take it over to Blake.
Hey Maddie, thank you so much. Yeah, we're actually here at the outlets of Silverthorne, where there's actually 3 distinct villages that are color-coded. So the first one that we're going to talk about is right behind me, the Red Village, which is Lou Outdoors. And Lou Outdoors has all of your skateboarding needs, your outdoor needs. They have everything that you really need. It's a family-owned business, and it's a great shop to shop at. Another one that we're going to move over to now is the Green Village, which has Blue Valley ski and board rentals for all of your snow sports. So in the colder months that are coming just around the corner, you can actually go there, you can rent things, you can buy things, but it all gets you ready for your skiing and snowboarding seasons. And then lastly, we've got the Blue Village, which has Pearl Azumi, which has all of your cycling gear. So in a couple of months, when you actually have a little bit warmer weather, you can go out for that cycling time. And they've got great discounts, 10% off for students, teachers, first responders, as well as a whole lot more. There's a ton of things here at the villages, at the outlets of Silverthorne. Make sure to come check it out.
Good morning, Vail.
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Some exciting news here in our community is that the Vail Mountain School is the soccer state champions this year, winning the 2A division, and we've got one of their coaches here, Kevin Ives, joining us on the couch. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I know it's a little bit early, but the excitement has not worn off yet from this big game that you guys just played down in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a tremendous weekend, tremendous season. It's hard to believe the season's over. I mean, it's definitely such a whirlwind. The boys did such a great job focusing all season long. We're just excited that, it's only going to be one team that wins their last game, and we're just happy and fortunate that it was us this year.
Which I think is so cool because soccer is one of those sports here that's really big, and a lot of people follow along only because we have such competitive schools between you guys and then between Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley. And so to see you guys come in as the 2A, kind of not really the underdog because you guys have such great athletes, but just competing on that different division level and then absolutely crushing it is so amazing. And so let's talk about the season leading up to the big game. What struggles did you guys see this season?
Yeah, I mean, we knew we had a talented team coming into the season. A lot of our boys set the goal for state championship for this year. We're historically a 3A school, and this past year we were bumped down to 2A based on school size, and then CHSAA really wanted to strengthen the 2A division. So they restructured the classifications. But yeah, it was really just a testament to the boys' hard work all season long. It's a long season, but coming out every single day to practice, every single game, trying to work hard, not only on their own individual skill, but trying collectively to become better as a team. And that was just something we preached as a coaching staff, that each day is an opportunity to get better. And the boys really took that to heart, and we're just extremely proud of them for their hard work and success.
The whole community is proud of them because this is one of those moments that's exciting for everyone. We love to see our athletes do well here, and we love when these opportunities present themselves, and then you guys absolutely just crush it as a school on the soccer field. And so this was an away game. You guys were competing down at Colorado Springs for the state championship. And so how was it not to play on the home field for the big game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience. I think for a lot of the kids, myself included, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We got to play in the Switchback Stadium. They have a brand new stadium down there in Colorado Springs. Just the whole day, the whole weekend, the opportunity to play in a pro stadium was just tremendous for these boys. And yeah, I mean, I think, they basked in the moment, they enjoyed the moment, but with that, they didn't get flustered, didn't get, confused with that, and really stuck to the game plan, and we executed it very well.
Which is something that I think is so cool. And like you said, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play in that big, huge stadium. And so we've got some pictures from the games, and you can just see the excitement on everyone's face in these pictures. Like, this stadium is breathtaking. And then the huddle and just getting that team ready to go out there and absolutely dominate.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm still thinking about the game. Sometimes it doesn't seem real. But yeah, I mean, again, just, super proud of the boys and for the community as a whole. I think it's really exciting to see where soccer is going. And, Eagle County, not only us, but Eagle Valley had such a tremendous year. Battle Mountain made it to the state championship. So it's exciting to see that soccer is really starting to pick up and having a lot of talent here in Eagle County.
And so how long have you been coaching the VMS soccer team?
Yeah, this was only my second year. Myself and Coach Jake Rainey, we were brought on as co-head coaches, which is kind of a unique situation. But over the 2 years, we've been able to make it work. We have a great camaraderie amongst our coaching staff. And I think the kids see that, and it kind of trickles down to the kids. And I think we have a very positive support system within the program that allows the players to not only develop, but to also have some success on the field as well.
Well, and now that you guys have done it for a year, you've kind of seen the ebbs and flows that come with being a coach, because I know it cannot be easy in certain moments, right? Like, there were times where your field was covered in inches of snow because where you guys are located over in East Vail. And so you do have all of these little trials and tribulations that you have to work through. And one of the coolest things that I've ever seen is you guys had everyone out there helping you clear that field to make sure that these boys got their practice in to make their way to states.
Yeah, VMS as a school does a great job creating a sense of community. With VMS being a K through 12 school, they're really focused on that sense of community all the way, having the seniors, having a kindergarten buddy, and it's just a tremendous sight to see when you're coming out to help shovel the field, and you've got kindergartners out there during their recess time, and everyone's excited to do it. Everyone's excited to pitch in. So it really does take a village to have success, and we're just excited to have such a strong support system through VMS.
And now, as you guys are moving forward after the big win and you guys are moving into next season, is there anything that you've kind of learned as a coach from this season that you're going to take with you to next season?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think the biggest thing there is, doing what we can as coaches to support the kids. I think myself and Coach Rainey, we're big in giving autonomy and empowering our players. I think that helps them with not only their athletic development, but also their personal development as well as young men. So that's something, we put a lot of responsibility on them and give them a lot of influence on the team and decision making. And so far, I think that's been, very successful and a catalyst to our success. So I think that's one thing we'll continue to do is, lean on our upperclassmen and our senior leadership. And I think, the program's in good hands with that.
And now that you guys are going to be ending this season out, getting ready for next season, how many seniors are you going to lose this year?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. I would say off the top of my head, I think we're losing about 7 to 8 seniors. So we have a pretty deep senior class.
Yeah.
We had a lot of on-field contribution from our seniors. But with that being said, we also had a lot of underclassmen, sophomores, juniors, and even freshmen that this postseason came up from JV. We even had some freshmen making huge minutes in our playoff run deep into the playoffs. So even though we are losing a strong senior class, we are also hopefully reloading with sophomores and juniors that will also now become our upperclassmen.
Now, this is one of my favorite questions to ask, especially after you come off a big game. If there's anyone at home, any kids that are watching that are like, wow, I really want to get involved, but maybe I waited almost too long to start to participate in these kinds of sports, what's the piece of advice you would give them?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just follow your passion, follow your interests. We had a couple of kids on our team who, they hadn't played soccer since maybe, grade school, middle school. And, as seniors, as juniors, some of their friends at VMS convinced them to come out for the soccer team. And, they started off as some developmental players. And by the middle of the season, they were starting on our team. So that's kind of my advice is, if you're interested in something or you want to try something, it's never too late to go out in there and do that. Just be willing to put in the hard work and, be dedicated to that craft.
Well, from everyone here at TV8, we want to congratulate you guys on the big win. And thank you so much again for coming in, chatting with us, giving us all this great information and sharing those pictures, the smiles that were on the faces. You could just feel the energy radiating of sheer excitement.
Yes, absolutely. It was a great season. We're very excited. We're going to enjoy this moment, but already looking forward to next year. And thanks for having me on.
Of course, thank you so much. And make sure that if you make your way over to Vail Mountain School at all, you give everyone on the soccer team a big, huge congratulations, because this is a huge win here in our community, and we love to celebrate the youth in the athletic programs here. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman, featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode, we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Wondering how to live your best life in the mountains? Please join me, Cece Zach, host of Good Evening Vail, while I will be talking with generations of locals who will share their extraordinary experiences on how to thrive in the mountains.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake. It's fake.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take another look at that local weather forecast. For today, we are expecting to see those temperatures remain a little bit cooler. 12 degrees around 8 a.m., a high of 26, 20% chance of snowfall, partly cloudy skies, winds coming out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. So it's going to make that 26 degrees feel a little bit cooler with that slight breeze rolling through. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, cloudy skies first thing this morning, partly cloudy skies making their way in around that 12 o'clock hour, continuing into 4 p.m. We will see a little bit of cloud coverage roll back in, and that's when we could see those chances of precipitation really take place. Now, as we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver slightly warmer, 39 degrees, a little bit of sunshine making its way out in Denver, 26 in Vail, 29 in Avon, 32 in Eagle. So you can see a low pressure system sitting above that I-70 corridor right now, bringing us that slight chance of precipitation. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 7 degrees is our overnight low, partly cloudy skies. That sun is setting at 4:51. Winds continuing to come out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now, as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, Thursday and Friday are what we like to see. Increased chances of snowfall, 40% chance of precipitation on Thursday, continuing into Friday with a 50% chance of snowfall, but then a high pressure system making its way in over the course of the weekend. So if you are getting out there to enjoy the mountain, well, you're going to have a beautiful weekend with some fresh new snow up there. So make sure that you get out and you enjoy the mountain. Now we're going to take a look at what goggle lens you should wear for a day like today. So if you're getting out there on the mountain, it's important that you can see the best to your ability. So right now I've got the Smith 4D Mag here in front of me, and they are so nice because they have this little lens curve at the bottom, giving you an increased depth of field out there on the snow. So when you can see, you can ski, and that's what we like to encourage everyone to do. Make sure that you've got the best visibility out there on the mountain. So this lens for a day like today is just a little bit dark. So we're going to switch it out. So you just unlatch these nice little things down here at the bottom. And then it's a super easy magnet system. You pull that guy right out. You're going to put this lighter lens in, allowing you to see better with all that cloud coverage. You lock that lens in place and then you are good to go. Now this is one of the new things is the magnet system on all your goggles, making it super easy for you to change your goggle lens when you're out there on the slopes. That way, if we see that sun make its way out, this lens is a little bit too light for you, then it's super easy to put that darker lens in there, allowing you to see better out there on the slopes. For a day like today, when we are expecting to see that cloud coverage roll in, though, you want to allow more light to come into your goggle. That way you can see the definition of the snow better. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report this morning. They've got so many convenient locations throughout the community, but make sure that you make your way to the top of Bridge Street. You check out that goggle bar because they have so many different goggles to get you nice and geared up for the season. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now that ski season is upon us, it's always exciting to talk about some of the incredible athletes that we have here in the community. And so we've got a total Wonder Woman of Paralympic skiing joining me first thing this morning. Sarah Will. Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. You have quite the impressive ski career. As we were talking on the phone and I was looking at all of the medals you've won, you have 12 medals under your belt.
It was a good run. 4 Paralympic Games, a lot of gold medals, and I learned so much from each and every game and try to bring the lessons that I learned from other countries back into my own life and back into my community. And sometimes that's difficult when to keep on following the herd, and sometimes I feel like I'm following the herd right off the cliff. So the things that I learned in other countries, like bringing your own hand towels, so you always have it in your purse, and you never take anything home. There's no waste.
Right.
And in Lillehammer, Norway, they took all of the athletes' housing and they shipped them in. They were mobile homes so that they could be shipped back out after the games, which was incredible. They could use them for student housing or for our aging communities, for retirement homes. And they left the places exactly the way they were before the games. Everything, all the signage was made out of cardboard and biodegradable within a couple of months.
Which is something that you don't think about having a big, huge impact, but it would have such a large impact. Now, I was very young when the 2002 Salt Lake Games happened, but I lived in Salt Lake at the time, and it brought that city to life in a way that I have never experienced again. And so that was kind of the last big competition with the Paralympics that you were part of. So let's talk a little bit just about your career in skiing and how you found the motivation to push through and then just become this whirlwind of a skier.
It started when I had a ski accident in 1988, and I knew how to ski. I was a ski racer growing up, so I could still feel what a ski felt like. So a ski is a ski.
Right.
And at the time, it was early on in our sport, and we were just trying to feel out of our equipment. And once you felt a ski really arc, it was incredible. You could be on any mountain, any hill, travel the world. The opportunities were endless.
Which is so incredible, and it's so incredible to hear that, because skiing is something that has been in my family for so long, and my dad always drives that home. He's like, if you can feel that ski, you can know where you're lining that ski up, then you can make it down any part of the mountain. And so to hear your aspect of having it before and then continuing after the accident and knowing that you could trust that ski, you could put that faith in that ski to make that arc and then take it and create this entire career out of it is amazing.
It's remarkable, and everything that I do, I could never have done by myself. I mean, this is skiing. You're already just voluntarily disabling yourself as soon as you put on ski gear, and your family. And for a disabled, for an adaptive skier, we have so much equipment, and it weighs a lot. So from the time I get to my car, the people surrounding me in this community are so helpful with getting my equipment from point A to point B, or helping me into my car. I drive a truck, and as I get older, it's certainly more difficult. So even when I go to the supermarket, the key to my independence is knowing how to ask for help. And that is always a difficult thing for everybody to do, because they don't feel that that's necessary or that they should handle things by themselves. And it's because of the people around me who know more than me that enable me to do more with my own life.
Which I think is so cool, and it's so cool that you're here in our community and you're a huge advocate, and so you do this really incredible consulting here. And so let's talk a little bit about it, because it makes a difference for everyone.
It makes a huge difference. We live in a mountain community in a valley. Parking is at a premium. And ADA parking it was popular in the 1990s when it first came out, but we seem to be losing a little bit of our enthusiasm, but not for, this isn't, the ADA is a law, and it's very easy to follow. Even putting down your parking space for your business is not just putting down the blue symbol in the middle, it's making sure that there's an aisle that's around it so that somebody with a mobility aid could get out and have the room. Otherwise, we're going to take up 2 spaces.
Right. which makes it challenging. And so this is something that, especially in a mountain town where we see people rushing to get to the mountain, rushing to get to first chair, maybe they're not paying attention as they're pulling into that spot next to the ADA spot. And it's important that you leave that room. And so that's what you do in your career as you consult. And so this is something that not only you have started, but you've taken with you and you've made a difference.
It wasn't easy to be the squeaky wheel when you're the well-liked ski racer in the community. So it was quite the transition. But I was on the 10th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act as a sponsored athlete, and I had the opportunity to go to 3 different states, and I ended up in Washington, D.C. with sitting next to somebody in a power chair who was a lawmaker, and they said to me, so it's great to see you on all these ads and on TV, and so what do you do for the cause? And I really didn't have much to say.
Right.
And it shocked me. And when I got back to my own community and the Bridge Street project started, there was an issue with the cobblestones. They were very rough cut. So somebody else laid down a smooth path for me, and it was really important that we lay down a smooth path in a new building project. And if you notice in the middle of Bridge Street, it used to be a drainage ditch about this wide. Now we widened it and we flipped the stones upside down so that they're smooth on the other side. That's why you see people never want to get off that path.
Right.
And I petitioned in the 4th of July parade saying, this is for our returning veterans, for our aging generations, for our Ferragamo shoes, for people with disabilities.
Right.
So that it affects everybody. And you align yourself with the delivery truck drivers who may be spending more time and money each time they deliver because it's a rough street. More time is more money for us. So to come up with building projects that are universally accessible for everybody makes just good business sense, and it works for everybody.
It does work for everybody. Now, you've had this incredible career in skiing, and you have made it really a big part of your life. So if there are any people at home that are watching who may have disabilities, who would like to get out there and enjoy the snow the same way you have, what piece of advice would you give them?
To keep pushing through and find those organizations that, like Small Champions, they've been around in the Valley forever, for as long as I can remember, and they serve children with disabilities. I don't want to say disabilities. I used to be on the disabled ski team, and now it's the abilities. So all sorts of young people with different abilities. There's horseback riding, skiing, and they can work directly with the Vail Adaptive Ski Program, who does a great job, not only outreach to the community, but now we are back to training our lift operators, and we're just so grateful because we're all one unit between the lift operators and the people who are on the mountain. They're experts in their field. They actually wrote the National Forest Service book on how to accommodate people with disabilities. So much started in this valley, and you just have to look up the nonprofit that would serve your children and your people the best.
Sarah, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, and congratulations on the career you have built. And honestly, I think that you are a total, Wonder Woman.
Thank you. Thank you, Stain.
Make sure that you check out the nonprofits here in our community because they're so incredible. And if you see Sarah around, make sure that you stop and say hi because she is absolutely an amazing human being. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking all things ski, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover true Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah; Vail, Colorado; Steamboat Springs, Colorado; and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these 2 luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us. The Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. You can see that we've got some great skis behind me right now because I told you that the excitement for the ski stuff was going to continue. So I've got Chris Bavona from Ski Town All-Stars joining me on the couch this morning. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Maddie.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here.
I love when you come and you get to nerd out about ski stuff with me.
It's what I do.
I know, it makes me so happy. And so right behind us, there's some great skis. Let's talk a little bit about them.
So I brought 2 pairs of skis.
Yes.
The one on the right is the new Volcal Kendo 88. So this ski is going to be an awesome ski for the groomers when the snow's a little harder, if we haven't had any fresh snow. It's brand new for this year. It's got a bunch of cool technology, tailored Titanol, 3D radius, blah, blah, blah. But it's one of my favorite skis for under that 90 waist width, which is definitely more of like your carving ski, as seen in some of our Carver Boys and Carver Girls videos. So.
I love a good carving ski. And so what's the turn radius on that one like?
It's about 17, I believe. What? It changes by the size.
I know it does. I just really loved asking you that question only because I knew that you would have the exact answer.
Yeah.
And so then let's talk about the Black Crows that you brought as well.
So kind of to juxtapose that like on-piste, 8,800 foot, lots of metal, I brought this new Black Crows Atris, which is a new ski for this year, new technology. So Black Crows is a really fun brand out of Chamonix. It's definitely a newer brand, but definitely has some pretty like mainstream, like people are starting to know what they are. And so this ski has no metal in it, so it's actually really fun, really playful. 105 underfoot, and it's definitely, kind of, if you're, I grew up racing, so I love a ski with a lot of metal. But this is one ski that doesn't have metal that I can still rip on a groomer, but it's super fun, super soft, super playful. So definitely like a much more consumer-friendly ski, but still has that torsional rigidity, even though it has no metal. So.
Which I think is important that you just build up a solid ski quiver.
Yeah.
That way you have a ski for every kind of condition.
Yep.
And that's something that you guys at Ski Town All-Stars can help people do.
Yep, we've got, I don't even know how many skis to choose from, but it's a lot. We arguably have one of the deepest and widest walls in the valley. A lot of places don't even sell skis anymore. They just basically do like demos. So we're definitely the place to come. You know, we've got probably 20 different women's options, probably 40 different men's options, anywhere from an 88 inner foot all the way up to like a 120, 121, or actually we have a 130, we have a 132 or something. One of the spur 127.
A 127.
Which is like a big wide pow ski. So
yeah, which is if you're getting out there to do anything, that's like a boat.
that is a boat.
You will be able to float no matter what because you're going to be skiing on a boat.
Exactly. So yeah, so basically everything from 88 to 100 under foot to 110 to 120 and up. So definitely, you know, we consider an everyday driver, you know, anywhere from 90 to 100, especially in Vail. Maybe a little narrower on the women's side. And then, you know, yesterday I skied a 108 underfoot because we got some snow. What was that look?
Nothing.
What are you looking?
Nothing.
So yeah, lots of skis.
Lots of skis. And are you guys demoing again this year?
Yep, we'll have some high-end demos. We're just going to have most of our popular stuff in two sizes, pretty much, two, maybe three sizes. Yeah, so you can come in, basically try them out. If you decide to buy, we won't charge you for 2 days. And yeah, that's kind of the big thing I think is getting the right ski for how you ski. I mean, a lot of people I feel like will just go to a ski because their friend told them or they read it in a magazine. But a lot of times that ski is too much ski for them. And that's kind of what we've seen a lot where someone comes in and they have a ski set on their mind and you're like, how often do you ski? How many days a year do you ski? And a lot of times you oversell them a ski that's too stiff, too heavy. And that's kind of where I think trying skis out is huge.
I think trying skis out is huge as well. And I mean, you come from a race background. Yep. I come from a very large ski family, you know, each and every one of us.
Yep.
And so it's really easy to get into that hype, right? You read about the ski and you're like, it's going to be the lightest on the market. It's going to be the most fun. It's going to be the fastest. And people read these buzzwords almost around a ski and then they think that that's the ski for them.
Yep.
And then you get them and you're like, it's too soft or it's too stiff or it doesn't have the quick edge-to-edge control that I wanted it to have because in some of these selling points, yes, people 100% do that. And so the demoing factor is literally a night and day difference when you're buying a ski.
For sure. Especially I think I've been testing skis for Ski Mag and Free Skier for a long time now, and a lot of the testers are very good skiers, and you know, they'll rate a ski one way where if you're a general consumer that skis 30 days a year, you're going to have a much different, you know, opinion on that ski. And I think that's something that people need to think about when they read those reviews, is that, you know, that guy might be 220 pounds and was on the U.S. ski team at one point, you know, versus like someone from wherever that skis 20, 30 days a year. So I think that's a big thing, is making sure you find a ski that fits your style versus just whatever you read in a magazine or online.
And I think it's important that people come and they demo their skis. Now, something else that's really incredible that you guys do at Ski Town All-Stars is you have a very quick turnaround service. If people buy skis and buy bindings, they can get out and enjoy their new equipment very shortly.
Yeah, we've got 2 awesome techs this year, pulled them from other shops, which was huge. And yeah, we're mounting stuff up really quick. Like I've got buddies back east where they're like, take skis to a shop and they're like, those skis will be ready in 2 weeks. So we're trying to turn things around in about 24 hours, which is huge, because mounting skis is definitely, you know, you want to make sure. We've seen some nightmares. I mean, you've seen like pictures of skis getting mounted upside down. You've seen all kinds of crazy stuff out there on the interwebs, and I'm very, very confident in my 2 techs in doing the job right. Yeah, so it's basically, you know, it's really easy to, you know, people are like, are you going to get a shop in the village? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I like the fact that you can pull up to our store and walk through the door and hand us your skis versus, you know, I remember even when I was getting things mounted, I would have like skis, boots, buy a box of bindings and like walking up Bridge Street to get something mounted. So I think that's super easy. Parking's so easy. It's convenient. It's in between Vail and Beaver Creek. It's kind of in the heart of the valley in Eagle Vale. So I actually don't mind where we are.
And the tax break.
Yep, and we're 4.4% tax. Which is huge.
Which is huge because it saves quite a bit of money to shop.
$50 is $50.
$50 is $50. Well, then you can buy some great things like the hat that you have on your head too.
Exactly. You can buy 2 of these for $50.
Right.
Yeah. So then, obviously, the hats are what we're known for, and we continuing to grow the hat business every week, every day, it seems like, with our beanies, and then obviously our custom program, which has been a huge part of our business, and the growth is just doing hats for everybody and anybody in the ski industry and beyond kind of thing.
Right, which we here at TV8 got our wonderful beanies that you see us out and about wearing when we're
You probably need some new ones too.
outside on those cooler mornings in our TV8 beanies. Really excited. And so you guys do such a good job with everything. Where are you guys located and what are your hours of operation if people want to come in and get some nice beanies or some great skis?
We are in Eagleville on the Green Mile, next to, in between Big O Tires and Pier 13 Liquors. Right there, you'll see all of our signs. You'll see a big Texas table out front. Don't ask. And yeah, we're there Monday to Saturday right now. Pretty much 9-ish to 6-ish, Monday through Friday. And then Saturday, we're there about like 10 to 3-ish, 4-ish. Lots of ishes. You know, like yesterday it snowed. We got like 9 inches yesterday.
Yes.
So the whole shop went skiing. So we didn't get there till like 10:30.
Which this is the coolest part about you guys as a culture is you make sure that your employees are doing the thing that they love, the thing that has brought them here to the community. So you know your employee retention is great. You guys work hard, but you play really hard too. And if people would like to see the playing super hard, they can check you out on social media.
Absolutely. At Ski Town All Stars on TikTok, Instagram, and also we're hiring always.
So people could join the culture and come work with you.
Exactly. We're just constantly always hiring, looking for people.
Which is amazing. And you guys are just a ton of fun, so make sure that you check them out on social media. You buy some of their great products, and if you're in the market for some new skis, you guys are the place to come.
We are for sure.
And do you have opera booties left?
We have tons of opera booties left because we keep reordering them. We've sold about 300 pairs already.
Oh my goodness.
And we have the teal ones in stock, which I was going to bring, but I focused on the skis. The opera booties, line opera booties, they're super fun. You know, imagine getting off the hill and your feet are freezing and uncomfortable, and you just want to take your ski boots off and put your feet into like these warm, fuzzy,
amazing booties.
Teddy bear shoes.
Chris, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information. We are all out of time for this Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail, so we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a great show. There's been a lot happening, and we love getting ready for the ski season, bringing the excitement. We're just a week away from Beaver Creek Mountain opening, so make sure that you get all geared up, and one of the great places that you can do so is by going to Ski Town All Stars and getting your hands on some new skis. And then, of course, we've met some incredible people throughout the community on this episode of Good Morning Vail, but make sure that you tune in here tomorrow. We'll be here from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., and we cannot wait to see you then.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh,